Hello viewers, welcome to my channel IITJ Olympiads and AP Physics with Ambarish. So today I've brought another challenge from Irodov. This is Irodov 2.116 and the reason I've chosen this challenge is because many students find this difficult, and this is one of the very frequently asked doubts from Irodov. So that's why I decided to do a video on this one. So let me read out the question for you. An ideal gas goes through a cycle consisting of alternate isothermal and adiabatic curves as shown in the figure. The isothermal processes proceed at the temperatures T1, T2 and T3. So this is an isotherm at T1, this is an isotherm at T2 and this is an isotherm at T3. And of course this one and this one, these three are adiabats. So no heat is being supplied there, okay? And find the efficiency of such a cycle if in each isothermal expansion the gas volume increases in the same proportion. So whatever is the fractional increase in volume in this point to this point on T1, same is the fractional increase in volume from this point to this point, okay? So that is given, and if you want you can try out this problem on your own. I'll get into the analysis of the problem right away. Okay, so let's see the analysis of this. So first thing is, we can recall that efficiency of any cycle is what? That is the total work done in the cycle divided by the positive heat supplied. So if there are many processes happening, so in some of the processes heat will be supplied to the system, and in the other processes heat will be rejected from the system. So delta Q plus is to be counted only where the heat is being supplied to the system. And also you can see that by first law, or you can say conservation of energy, the total work done must be equal to the heat supplied minus the heat rejected. So we can say sigma delta W is sigma delta Q positive and minus sigma delta Q negative. Here sigma delta Q negative means where heat is being rejected. So this is just the magnitude and not the signed value. So magnitude of the heat supplied in the process where heat is actually being supplied minus the magnitude of the heat rejected in the process where heat is actually being rejected, or I mean by definition itself, if I'm saying heat rejected, it means when the rejection is happening, I treat this as a positive value, okay? So here delta Q minus is the heat rejected and delta Q plus is the heat supplied to the system. And if I substitute this equation 2 in equation 1, I can write efficiency as simply 1 minus delta Q minus divided by delta Q plus. Why? Because you take to the numerator and divide by delta Q plus, it will be just 1 minus sigma delta Q minus divided by sigma delta Q plus, okay? So 1 minus heat rejected divided by heat supplied, okay? Now in our cycle, where is the heat being rejected? So heat is rejected only in the okay, it should be supplied and not rejected. I have messed up, so let me correct it. So heat is supplied, this should have been supplied in isothermal processes A, B and C, D, and heat is being rejected, this should be rejected only in isothermal processes EF, okay? So yeah, so when isothermal expansion is happening, heat is being supplied to the system, and when isothermal compression is happening, so this is isothermal compression, heat is being rejected by the system, okay? So I've corrected that one, okay? So supplied in the processes A, B and C, D, and heat is being rejected in the process EF, okay? And let the volume ratio for processes A, B and C, D be given by VA by VB by VA, so this volume ratio, and VE by VD. This should have been VD by VC, again I messed it up, this should have been VD by VC. So let these ratios be K. So this expansion ratio and this expansion ratio, these are given to be equal. You can see in the problem that these ratios are equal, okay? So okay, if in each isothermal expansion gas volume increases in the same proportion, that's why I've taken this volume ratio and this volume ratio both as equal to K, okay? Now I'm going to prove that if this volume ratio is K, this volume ratio is K, then VE by VF should be K square. This is what I'm going to prove, okay? So once I know that, why I'm trying to find out, because I know that heat supplied in any isothermal process will be simply negative of nRT log of V final by V initial. So if I know the ratio, then this heat I can also find in terms of K log of K, this also in terms of log of k, and this heat I can find in terms of log of k square, which will be twice log k, and then the process will be simple. So just I need to prove now that VE by VF is k square if VB by VA is k and VD by VC is k. So now we also use this idea when in the usual Carnot cycles that these volume ratios are equal. So first I'll prove for a general Carnot cycle, and then I'm going to use that idea, extend that idea by breaking this cycle into two Carnots. Okay, so consider an arbitrary Carnot cycle Wxyz. So this is Carnot cycle, and W2x temperature is T1 and Y2z temperature is let us say T2. So for adiabat, x to y is an adiabat and z to w is also an adiabat. So you know that Tv to the power, it should have been again gamma minus 1. So here also gamma minus 1, because in adiabatic process Tv to the power gamma minus 1 is constant, right? So T1 Vw to the power gamma minus 1, okay, should be T2 into Vz to the power gamma minus 1. So this is along this adiabat, right? Similarly T1 this along x to y. So T1 Vx to the power gamma minus 1 is equal to T2 into Vy to the power gamma minus 1. And if you just divide the two equations, you can simply get that Vw by Vx is equal to Vz upon Vy. This is always true in any Carnot cycle. This is general. We have not used any special case. So for every Carnot cycle, this is true in the ratio volumes. Now what I can do, I can extend this isotherm CD backwards, let it intersect this adiabat in point G. So now I have two Carnot cycles. So one is ABCGA, and the other Carnot cycle I can consider as GDEFG. Okay, so here VC by VG, this volume ratio VC by VG should be equal to VB by VA, as I showed that this is true for any Carnot cycle. And this should also be equal to VD by VC. Why? Because that is given in the question, that VB by VA is equal to VD by VC. So this is also equal to K. Okay. Now VD upon VG, this ratio should be equal to VE by VF for the same reason. Okay. And VD by VG can be written as VD by VC into VC by VG. So that's what I've written. So VD by VG is VD by VC into VC by VG. And VD by VC is also K, and VC by VG is also K. So VD by VG simply becomes K square, right? And VD by VG in this Carnot cycle GDEF, VD by VG is VE by VF, and this is K square. So this VE by VF is also K square. Okay. Now it's simple. So now for any isothermal process, what is the heat supplied? So heat supplied is simply nRT log of V final by V initial. See, delta Q is delta U plus delta W. So there is no change in internal energy in isothermal process. So heat supplied is simply nRT log of V final by V initial. So what is the positive heat supplied in A to B? So volume ratio is K. So we can simply say nRT1 log of K. Similarly, what is the positive heat supplied in C to D? That is nRT2 log of K. And now here the heat is being rejected. So how much heat is rejected here? That will be nRT log of VE by VF. So I am saying heat rejected, not heat supplied. If I were to say heat supplied, then I would have taken final volume as VF and initial volume as V, but I am saying heat rejected. So that's why I can say heat rejected will be nRT3 and log of VE by VF. So that is nRT3 log of K square, which is 2 nRT3 log K. This log of K square is 2 log K. Okay. So I hope this is clear. So now efficiency is simply sigma 1 minus sigma delta Q negative divided by sigma delta Q plus, and delta Q minus is now 2 nRT3 log of K, and delta Q plus is this one and this one. Okay, so add the two, and now you can see log K cancels off and N cancels off and R cancels off, not 2, N cancels off and R cancels off and log K cancels off. So what are you left with? So 2T3 divided by T1 plus T2, right? So this is our efficiency. So this is our solution to the Irodov problem 2.116. I hope you liked my analysis of the problem, and if you did like this analysis, please do give my video a thumbs up, and please do share this video as much as possible in your various academic networking groups and whatever WhatsApp groups or Telegram groups or Discord servers you might be part of. And most importantly, if you have not already subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe to my channel. More awesome stuff is coming. Thanks a lot for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. please keep coming back to my channel for more awesome stuff.